Okay. Hello, my tribe of wonderful single men in tech that I lovingly call geeks. How are y'all doing tonight? Let's see. Tonight, of course, I'm Janet Moore, the Geek Whisperer, and tonight we have four of my lovely dating feedback coaches today. We have Liz, and she's from. Liz, you want to say hi? Tell you where you're from. Where you're from?
I'm from Austin.
Okay. And then we have Ruby again, coming back for, I think, the second time. We tried 3 times, but it didn't work.
Can't give you away. Also from Austin.
Yes. And then we have, again, Juliet, again, last week, coming encore performance. Anyways, tell us where you're from, Juliet. Atlanta. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to hear you, just to let you know. So. Okay, so Juliet, can you help me monitor the comments, or Ruby, any one of you? I'm going to try to look at them myself. I have this thing down here, but anyway, so what we're going to talk about today is the magic of an attitude of gratitude. So, whoops, she left accidentally, probably. Hold on a second. There's only one person watching this right now. Okay, I don't know how I can't get out of this. Oh, there it is. Full screen. Exit full screen. Somehow she got lost. Okay, she's still lost. Okay. I'm gonna wait for her to come back, but let's go ahead and start talking. So today we're talking about an attitude of gratitude and the magic. So the part is the magic of having an attitude of gratitude. So who wants to start us off? Tell us maybe some experience you've had with, where when you went from maybe being a negative Nelly to, changing your mind and moving to attitude of gratitude, what kind of miracles or crazy things have happened to you in your life? Hello, Ruby, you back?
I am back.
Okay. So we're just talking about, what's happened in our lives, any cool stories you can tell about where having an attitude of gratitude has really made a difference in your life and had things go magical for you. Like before, you weren't kind of not in an attitude of gratitude, and then you're not gracious for what you had, and then how you changed that and it made a difference in your life. Or maybe you have stories of other people where that happened. Anybody want to start? Anybody?
I mean, I would just have to say that gratitude benefits directly as far as from the feminine. It has a law of attraction effect. Mm-hmm. So when you can really lean into gratitude and be grateful, you're finding little things that are gifts. You're finding things in your life that you love and appreciate. And so your vision tends to reflect and see more of those things, which ultimately increases those things around you, which then can bring and pull more of those things into you because you've created this awareness and you've told your body, which is a detective, to find these things. And so it will find more of those things and bring them to you. So there's been many times where I have had situations where it did not go the way I wanted it. And I had the option, and sometimes I choose to be upset, right? You can be, the masculine might be frustrated or angry. And then they might shut down if something's not going the way they want. The feminine might kind of want to whirl up into some drama and get some frothiness going. And, there's a place for us to have all of those emotions, but gratitude is the home base where it's a multiplier. So, you can't beat that.
Yes, it definitely is. That's cool. So, I don't know. I'll tell a story that I told last in our women's group. I thought that was kind of fun. Having an attitude of gratitude, it's all about changing kind of from what you're focusing on, which is negative, to positive, right? So if you think about that, like gratitude is getting having your mind focus on what's important and what's not only important, but like what the positive things, the happy things, right? And what you don't realize is all the time you're focusing on something. So and then you're vibrating that out, and then things is coming back to you. So if you think of it like that, it's like if you're focusing on the negative, then that's what's going to keep happening, right? So you're wondering why maybe, well, I'm not getting a woman because nobody likes me, and I'm getting a woman because, whatever it is for you. If you focus on that, then you're going to keep having that. But if you can switch it to the happy, positive, and look at, wow, look at what a great life I have, the gratitude for your life, and start looking at the things that are incredible about you, then you start, this positive vibration is going to then attract the same, right? So case in point, I was telling the story about, we had the Dating Divas. We had a launch party a while back. Excuse me. And I don't know if I've told this story. Let me know if I'm repeating myself, but I guess because I just told it a while ago. But and we had a little launch party, and afterwards we invited everyone to go out with us. We thought, we're not ready to go home. We're going to celebrate. So we had some people come out to a cool restaurant bar called the Cool River. It was a really huge place. They had a live band. It was a really fun place to go and just hang out. And so we all went there, and there's this one guy that my friend didn't really like. He was kind of a little annoying, but a nice guy, but just, didn't know how to really connect with women very well. And so, or how to be in the world, just kind of an annoying kind of personality. Nothing wrong with him, just a little kind of person. Well, he came to the event, and she was all, so she came. How I go when I go to places, I be in joy all the time. So I was like, okay, I talked to her for a little while, then I'm going to go over here and talk to this person, walk around and do the thing that I do. And within minutes or so, I started talking to a guy, and we were talking and having a wonderful time. And I'm like, let me go check on my friend. So I wanted to check on her, and she was over there where I first started. She had been there like 30 minutes later, and she was like this. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, and the guy had kind of left or to go to the bathroom. She goes, you left me with him. And I'm like, what do you mean I left you with him? I didn't leave you. I said, I'm going to go do something else. And you could do the same. You could have come with me, but you didn't. You stayed there. And she was like, you could be gracious. Say, look, I'm nice to chat with you. I'm going to go here and go over here and do this, go see who my friend is or whatever. You don't have to sit there and so but the point was, she was mad. She was like, oh, I can't believe this is happening to me. This guy, rah, rah. So, and of course, nothing was happening. She's a very beautiful woman. And nothing was happening to her because of her attitude of not gratitude, right? She was not happy. She was not in gratefulness. And so then what happened was I went to find her. I said, hey, what are you doing? So of course she told me. So I said, well, come hang out with us. Tell them goodbye. You're going to go over here. And so she did. And she came over and she started talking with us. She was telling us these stories. She's waving her hands. And we were all laughing. She was laughing. She was having so much fun. She's like vibrating this fun, happy personality. And I'm not kidding you. Within minutes, a good-looking guy came over to her. He didn't even know he saw her face. He could just feel the vibe, right? That gratitude, happiness thing. And he asked her out, or they asked her to dance. Sorry, they started dancing, and they dated for like 3 or 4 months. So my point is if she changed her mind, like she was this one way, and then she went the other way. I don't know which one I'm supposed to be on camera, but anyways. And that's what you can do. You can actually change your mind to an attitude of gratitude. And what happens is the magic, again, she was getting what she was putting out. So she was putting out pissed off. So nothing's going to come to that. Ugh. He wants to be around that. Talk about that guy. No one wants to be around her, And then when she started being happy and fun and la, 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 well, what happened? Well, a guy, poof, came over and said, hey, So that's what happened. It was really cool. What do y'all have to say about that? Anything? I'm going to make sure we're on the right. Are we in the right group? I know there's all these men that said they were going to join. They couldn't wait for our live stream. So I was just curious.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with your, like the vibe that you were talking about, Janet, more like an energy. And, there's times where I've got a lot on my to-do list and what I want to accomplish, and it's things I enjoy doing. So it just seems that there's so many of them at once, and I can have an attitude of maybe feeling overwhelmed or which one to start, or oh my gosh, this is like just too much. And then when I kind of take a moment just to pause and look at it, it's like these are all things that really give me energy, and I'm really passionate and excited about doing my business. And when I just like, okay, just pick one. And as soon as I pick one, I can feel my energy picking up. It's almost like before, I just wanted to go and do anything else but tackle these jobs. And when I just kind of parcel them out into one and just focus on one, and how grateful I am that, I'm going to be just doing this one for now, focusing there. And all of a sudden I have this energy and creativity comes, and I get really excited about what I'm going to do. And I dive right in and work on it until it's complete. And then the next one, it's like, okay, do the same with the next one. So it just really lifts my spirits when I have a sense of gratitude, and when I look at all things as just overwhelming or a job to do, or just something that's got to be done. It takes the joy and the pleasure out of it. And then it also just really, like you can talk about being energized or lit up or whatnot. It's almost like this cloud is over me when when I'm not in that place of gratitude, and when I am and thankful for what it is I am doing, I really enjoy doing. And it's like this light bulb goes on and brightens things for me.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would just focus on that one thing, just even the one thing. Maybe your whole life sucks, but there's that one thing you can, and there's always at least one thing that you can actually look at. Wow, I've got a great life. Something about my life is awesome. Even if you just focus on that one thing, miracles can still happen. Anybody else, Juliet or Ruby?
Yeah, this is great visual. I didn't share this in the women's group, but I love this visual. So a good way I think, to see gratitude visually, and I'm introduced to it. I think this is great. Because I want you to imagine 2 cups. Okay, one cup is open, and there's water pouring into it, and the water is the universe. The universe is like pouring stuff into your life, and when you have gratitude, your cup is open. But when you don't have gratitude, you have to clump it up. Like imagine a Dixie cup, and it's all crumpled up in a ball, and you can pour all the water over it you want, but it's not going to get in the cup because it's closed down and shut off. So gratitude opens you up energetically. It opens you up where you can perceive more of what's going on around you because you're not in your head so much. You're more connected, with what's going on in the world. You're more perceptive. Your visual perception field is wider because you're open and you're happy and you're taking all this stuff in. Whereas when you're upset, you're closed off and you're in your head. It's like you're walking on a tunnel vision.
Yeah.
So to me, it's very practical gratitude. It's not some woo-woo thing. It's you're open to receive information instead of being closed off to it.
Yeah, I like that. So having an open bucket.
I kind of
go ahead.
I kind of think of it, just reiterating what what you've said and what Juliet was just saying. In the example of wanting a new partner or wanting to find someone, gratitude is open palm energy, which is necessary to receive. And when you're in victim, when you're blaming, when you're in bitching, when you're in complaining, you're closed fisted, right? So being in the openness to receive.
Oh, I think we lost you.
Yeah, she's gone again.
Oh, she dropped. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can piggyback off of that.
Yeah,
It's like whenever you meet someone new, you can judge them or anyone by their body language and posture, or just the look on their face. So I don't know, is it like 80% of communicating is the body language. It's not even the verbal and whatnot. So just being open and thankful. Hey, who is this person in the world, and what are they about? Like what interests them? What energizes them? What do they enjoy doing? And being curious about who this person is, regardless of what's before me, because I could be coming across the same way, like however I'm dressed maybe, or however I walk or I approach them, they're making all kinds of interpretations about me, even before my mouth opens, or or I'm like looking for them, I'm trying to meet them, and look for them in a crowd, and they could see me. So like there's all kinds of messages and information that's being relayed to them even before we engage in a conversation, even say hello. So just being curious and open to whoever we're meeting at any given time. And we're not going to be the same person every day and every moment. So as we maybe meet someone the first time and then again the second time, we're not going to, depending on what kind of day we had or energy, we're going to show up a little bit different. And it's not to do with the person. It's like, it's me, how I'm showing up, and just to be aware of, hey, if I'm, so my computer keeps going off, so there's a light changes.
Oh, really?
So it goes dark. I just doing that. Yeah, so just, rather than just being in that mood of however, whatever's going on, it's like, get into a place where I'm present with that person and leave behind whatever it was I was doing before. And I'm not talking about like stuffing emotions or pretending something doesn't bother me. It's just being present with that person and let everything else go and be open and receptive to what's going to be occurring in the next moment.
Yeah. Okay, now I have to move my camera. I got all off face when she left. That's funny. Yeah, so I like that, being curious, being open. Now, Juliet, you said it on the last thing. You said it a different way. I thought it was also really cool, which was being, instead of being something, you be an explorer. Say more about that.
Yeah. Instead of being a conqueror, be an explorer. Not just in dating, but in life. You're gonna have a much happier life if you go out with curiosity and you just want to see what happens. And each person that you encounter, whether it's just somebody you're passing in the street, you just what's the gift? What's the lesson here? And so when you go on a date, instead of having an expectation of like, oh, this is the person, just come with curiosity and come with an open mind and an open heart. And maybe this person is not going to be a good fit for you. Maybe you're not going to have chemistry, but maybe they have a friend that is a perfect fit for you, or maybe there's somebody that they don't know anybody that's a perfect fit for you, but you actually know one of your friends is a perfect fit for them. So instead of looking at it like this is the person, look at it like a sorting hat, right? You're gonna go on a date and you're gonna put on a sorting hat. Where does this person fit in my life? It's not gonna be a house. I'm Harry Potter, but it's just gonna be a category. Are they gonna be a friend? Are they gonna be maybe somebody you can business with? Maybe somebody that you do end up dating, or maybe somebody that you just have one amazing conversation with, and you take something away from that conversation that helps propel your life forward, or they take something away that helps propel their life forward. Hopefully both. I think letting go of attachment to outcomes is such a big deal, So go out in the world and be an explorer instead of a conqueror.
Yeah, so be an explorer, not a conqueror. And what was the last phrase you said before that? You said something I really like what you said. Oh, sorry, you took a drink of water.
Just, of not having an attachment to an outcome.
Oh, attachments? Yeah, not having attachments, expectations. Mm-hmm. Like I tell a lot of my clients not to predict the future. So they are basically, they know how it went in the past, so they're putting it in their future and they're predicting how the future is going to go. Well, you're right. That's what, if you keep believing that, you keep having that attitude, then guess what? You're going to be right. That's what's probably going to happen, because you're focusing on that and you're predicting how it's going to go, when you could just let it be and let it go how it goes. And you can actually create by your attitude. You can create it instead of being negative, Nelly. You can say, positive Polly. I don't know, positive Paul. I don't know. You have to be a positive Paul instead of a negative Ned. I don't know. I'm making some crazy memes here. So definitely, I love that explorer. I love that explorer versus conqueror. Because men want to be like rah, rah, conquer. Well, that's fine. You can still be very manly and explore, right? So, but exploring as opposed to, I'm going to dominate that lady. I'm going to dominate. Or even, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Well, just explore. Like if you're a scientist, if you're a computer person, how do you figure out things? You kind of ask questions and try to explore how it's going to go, what can happen. So you can do that also in your dating life. Let's see where this is going to go. Let's see how this is going. Let's create how I want it to go. Let's talk about what we can create. Things like that.
I think another thing that goes along with that, with the whole explore thing, is enjoy the journey. Conquerors are focused on the destination. Explorers are focused on the journey.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So she's a copywriter. See, she knows how to write. She has to say this, or I love it.
I came up with all this tonight. I'm actually going to share it on Facebook, but I never would have come up with this without these calls. So thank you, Janet.
You're welcome. And yeah, thank you. Yes. So the conquer is about the what again? Say it again. Oh, sorry. I keep doing that every time you drink.
Conquerors are about the destination. They want to get to the destination. But explorers are about the journey.
Yes.
They want to enjoy every
experience.
They want to savor every moment of the journey. And don't be in a rush. Don't be in a rush to get the first kiss. Don't be in a rush for any of it. Enjoy every moment. Do not focus on goals when you're dating. Focus on enjoying the process instead of goals.
Yeah, I like that. So, let's see what time is it. Okay, we're probably going to wrap up here in a little bit. I don't know what I guess she's actually on the stream, but I guess it's not connecting somehow. So I want to tell one last thing, and then we'll kind of go to close. One thing that I do with my clients is I do something called a lucky me list. I have you actually look at what makes your life great. Like looking at who am I and what, and like we were talking about before, what in your life is cool? What's cool about you? What's cool about your life? And just start thinking about that. And I said, like I said, if you can't think of anything, you can think of one thing. Maybe you're grateful for your mom. I don't know. Maybe you're grateful for your dog, your friends, your neighbors, your car. I don't know, whatever it is. You can think of things that you could be actually grateful for. And so what you can do is you write them down in this lucky me list. And then what you do is every morning you look at that list before you get up in the morning, and you're going to like go, wow, look at me. I'm going to have a great day today. Because it puts you in that mindset, that vibe, right? The mojo, I call it your mojo vibe, right? Put you in a mojo vibe to be able to then push it out, or well, your mojo vibe is going to be always going. It's just now which one is it? The positive one or the negative one? So that's something I do. I'd work with my clients on the strategy call, the strategy call with the attraction Kickstart program. We do that. That's part of it. That's part of many things that we do in the strategy call. So that's something that it's really valuable that people don't really think about. Like we don't look at like, I'm a hot commodity, man. I got some cool. I don't know what's a good word to say, Juliet, or Liz. I got the goods. I'm a hot commodity. Here's some other cool words to say.
You got the goods.
You got the goods. I got the Starship Captain. I've got the 00 James Bond. I don't know. I'm just being silly, but I've got the wand to make things. I don't know. Oh, come on. Y'all gotta help me here.
I'm nothing's popping in my head.
Like, okay.
The personality, the characteristics, the attributes.
Yeah, I got the talent. I got the I don't know, not say that word. That's a kind of gross word, but never mind. Anyways, I was thinking of that Lonely Boys song. But anyways, yeah. So you got the goods. You got this. Yeah. There's like a word is on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of the word. That's why I thought maybe y'all could say it. And I mean, like, it to you.
Charisma.
I said
charisma, but it was like a crazy word. But I like that. I like charisma. You got the charisma, but it's like a word. It's like I don't know. It's not like a normal word. Like a charisma is a normal word. It's like a crazy word. I don't know. I can't think of the word. Anybody else out there think of a crazy word that I'm trying to think of? Please post it. Because it's not coming to my head right now. But anyways, so you know, one thing I wanted to highlight is these two women, of course, Ruby, she was on as well. She's one of our lovely dating feedback coaches. And so is Liz and Juliet. So what's really awesome is in that attraction kickstart program, you get to not only get the strategy call where we're going to create that lucky me list, create your mojo vibe, kind of look at maybe things, your patterns and blocks that might be limiting beliefs that might be keeping you from moving forward in your love life. Maybe it's those negative. That's why you're not having an attitude of gratitude, because you're thinking of those negative things. So you can release those, get those gone. We're going to come up with the great things about you. Could put you in that attitude of gratitude. Then you're gonna come up with the list of women that you want. But we have all sorts of cool stuff in there. We help you tweak. I help you tweak your image, all sorts of fun stuff. So the strategy call is the first thing you get in the attraction kickstart program. And the next thing you get is you get to go on 1, 2, 3. Anyways, 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3 dates with, and you get your pick of the dating coach that you want to go on and get feedback from. So it's a simulated date. It's not a real date, but it's like when you meet someone online. You want to meet them for the first time on like a Zoom call or like a FaceTime or something. So you get to meet them first and get to talk to them, see if you like them. So just be like that, and you get to meet them like we're doing here almost, and you get to interact with them like you would if you were normally wanting to meet someone because you like them. And then you get written and verbal feedback. And so these women are going to help you see what you like. Nobody tells you. You go on dates and you don't get a second date. Well, we're going to help you figure out what that is. We're not only going to focus on the negative, we're going to focus on what you're doing great. Keep doing that. That was awesome when you said that. Like reinforcing that, right? And then we're going to also tell you, when that happened, maybe you could say this instead of that or something like that. So it's really exciting. It's really cool service that you're providing. So again, you can go on a date with Juliet, Liz, Ruby. We got some other girls. We got to think about 11, 12 women you can pick to go on a date with. We're going to be adding more women all the time. And then the last thing you get is at the end of that strategy call, we create an action plan. And so now we're going to make sure you fulfill on it. So you're going to get 4 weekly group coaching calls to make sure you're moving forward on the goals that we set or the steps we have in the action plan. So make sure you action them. Because that could be the end of the program and you just have to go do them on your own. No, I'm going to work with you for 4 weeks to make sure you're fulfilling on those tasks that we came up with in the attraction action plan or the strategy call or whatever, the plan, basically. The game plan, that's what it's called, game plan, attraction game plan. So that's my attraction kickstart program. And that's the one thing, it's something that I just started in the last month, so I'm excited to let you know about it because it's something I think that's really fast and easy, get you moving and shaking, get excited by getting back in the game, getting to be what I call getting to become dateable, getting out there, making things happen in your love life. So anything else I wanted to add before we sign off? Kind of went a little long today, but
Can't think of anything.
okay. Well, now you might say, I can't wait to meet you in a dating, in a simulated date. I don't know, it just seems silly. But they can't wait to meet you. They can't wait to help you. So go ahead and I'll post the link to the attraction action plan link where you can sign up and then talk with me and we'll get you going. So again, I want to recap about what we said tonight, the magic of an attitude of gratitude. So one of the things I love to say is be an explorer, not a conqueror. Conqueror? Yeah. Be about the experience, not the destination. What Liz said, she said, be curious and be open, right? And one thing I said is don't predict the future, which is related to the curiousness, right? The exploringness, right? So make sure you're doing those things when you go out and have and then make sure what are you focusing on? Just note what are you focusing on? The positive, the negative, the attitude of gratitude. Create that lucky me list. Look at it every day before you start your day. And if you do those things, you're going to have a different life. And I promise you that. If you do those things, you will have a different life. Okay? That's the magic. So anyway, thanks to all of you for being here. And if you're not here with us live, we hope you enjoyed listening to our video today on the live stream. And we'll see you next week, next Friday, same bat time at 9:00 Central. Okay. Thanks so much, everyone. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.